everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming a all about my tattoos / experience video. I actually asked you guys about a week or two ago what kind of videos you guys wanted to see, and a lot of you guys said you guys wanted to see a all about my tattoos video. So here I am filming that. Also, disclaimer, if you guys aren't like a fan of tattoos or don't agree with any of my tattoos, just feel free to click out of this video and not leave a comment. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I personally love my tattoos, and yeah. So let's jump right into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So to start out, I actually have 5 tattoos, and all of them have a special meaning to me or some type of meaning behind it for the reason like why I got it. So I'm just gonna start out with the first tattoo I got and then kind of also go into pain tolerance for you guys so you guys can know like what my pain tolerance was and everything like that. So my first tattoo was actually my rib tattoo, and it is on the left side of my rib, and I will try to post pictures of all of my tattoos if I can find pictures of them. If not, I'll just take a picture and I'll show you guys. So basically my rib tattoo was my first tattoo, and I got this on my 18th birthday. And it says together forever, never apart, and my mom actually has the other half of the saying that says maybe in distance but never in heart. And if I can find a picture of her tattoo or us together, I will also post that, but it's on my Instagram page if you guys want to go look at that. So basically this was my first tattoo and my mom's first tattoo, and we had always mentioned we wanted to get our first tattoos together, and we kind of never knew what we wanted to get, and we've been talking about it since I was like 15, 16 years old. And I finally just came across this quote, I think maybe on like Pinterest or something, and I really fell in love with it. It was in November, so I had already applied to colleges and kind of going through that process, and I knew I was going to be going away to college within the next year. Everywhere I applied was far away from home, so I was going to be like a far distance from my mom, so that's kind of why we got that tattoo. Just, you know, like we're always together, and even though we're not together like distance, like close to each other, like distance wise, we're always together like in each other's hearts, so that's why we got that tattoo. And pain wise for this tattoo, this was my first tattoo, so I had nothing to compare it to. I also posted a video, I'll try to link it down below. It was called I Got a Tattoo, like my 18th birthday vlog, and if you guys watched it, you guys would see that I kind of was like a little dramatic and I cried in it. But at the time that I got this tattoo, it was definitely like an 8 or like a 9 or a 10 actually. Like it was really bad. Like it was so painful, it hurt so bad, and rib tattoos are supposed to be like one of the like most painful spots to get a tattoo. I think the rib, the foot, and like I forgot, there's like another body part or something that's like really painful as well. But like the rib is known to be a really painful spot to get a tattoo. But I just knew I wanted my quote right there. I've always wanted a rib tattoo, and I wasn't gonna let the pain get to me. But after getting my other tattoos and looking back on it, I'd say the rib was about a 7, maybe an 8, like a 7 or 8 for me. My pain tolerance is kind of medium. Like things like needles hurt me, but it's not like so bad where I'm like gonna die and never get another tattoo. As you guys can tell, I got more, so I'd say about a 7 or 8 pain tolerance for me. Going on to my second tattoo, I got this tattoo a few months after, and it is my wrist tattoo. And this one you guys can kind of see on like a lot of my like social medias and a lot of pictures and videos and things like that. I have always like been really into like my zodiac sign. At the time I was visiting Maya. If you guys know who Maya Everon is, you guys might follow her on Instagram or seen her in my previous videos. I went to go visit her, and her birthday is 4 days before me, and she had just got her finger tattoo, and I got my rib tattoo, and we knew we wanted to get like another tattoo at the same time. Like they weren't necessarily like matching tattoos or like tattoos like together, but they were like very similar. We're both really into our zodiac signs, so I knew I wanted to get my zodiac sign. The story behind this tattoo, we knew that we wanted to get tattoos, but everywhere in LA is super expensive for getting tattoos. One night we were gonna go out like to a club or something, and we got all dressed up, we were ready, and we went to go eat at BJ's, and we just decided like whatever, we're not gonna go to this like club, we're gonna go get tattoos. So it was like 11 o'clock, and I looked up 24-hour tattoo parlors in Los Angeles, and we came across this one that was in East LA. It was in like a really bad part of LA, and we were just like, fuck it, let's go. So we went at like, I want to say like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was really sketch. It was just like, it was really, really sketch. Like we walk in and we're just like, what the fuck are we doing? And we go back to this little room, and like this girl she like sat us down. I just like sat on a chair and she started doing my tattoo, and it was literally only $25, let alone my rib was $80, and this was $25. I was like, what the hell? Like anywhere else, like most tattoo parlors have like minimum of like $60. So I was like, hell yeah, like $25 tattoo, like why not? And so don't do what I did. Definitely do research when getting tattoos, because this one could have turned out really bad. It actually turned out really good, but they could be like cheap ink or something. It could turn out really bad. So I got really lucky with my tattoo. It's actually a Scorpio and Sagittarius sign. If you guys aren't aware, my birthday is on November 22nd, and that happens to fall on the cusp. I'm a Scorpio and Sagittarius. Depending on the year, I kind of lean more towards different signs. As for the year of 2018, I definitely leaned more towards the Scorpio sign, but I am really excited to kind of see like what my like sign kind of more is for 2019. As for pain tolerance for this tattoo I would say was probably like a 6. It definitely stung. I was sitting there and I was like expecting that it was not going to be as painful because I already got my rib, and I was thinking like nothing's going to compare to my rib. This one was like a 5, 6. It definitely stung, but it only was like a 10-minute tattoo. Like she literally did it so quickly, and she freehanded it, which was pretty interesting. A lot of tattoo artists don't freehand tattoos, so I thought that was kind of cool that she did that as well. So moving on to my third tattoo, and this is actually my favorite tattoo. It is my back tattoo, and I will post a picture of this tattoo as well. And I got this tattoo when I came to tour San Diego State, and I got this tattoo in San Diego, which is crazy. When I came to San Diego, my mom and I, like, we weren't planning on like getting tattoos or anything. We were just chilling at the hotel, and then one day I would just like went into the hotel and told my mom, like, Mom, let's go get tattoos. And she was like, all right, like, yeah, like we got to get our next tattoos together. It was going to be her second and my third. So we went and found this tattoo parlor not too far from us. It was a walk-in, and it was actually called SD Tattoos. It's really well known. They have really awesome tattoo artists, and we got really lucky with our artist. I will leave his Instagram down below. He's also done another tattoo of mine as well, so I absolutely love his artwork. I went in knowing that I wanted an anchor for my grandpa, and I also wanted a Bible verse down below. So when I went in, I wasn't sure like exactly like how I wanted it or anything. I kind of just explained it to him, and he like freehand like drew it out for me and everything, and I fell in love with it. And I've never had any tattoos with any shading in it, so he shaded the inside of the anchor, and it just turned out really amazing. So as you guys can see, it is an anchor, and the Bible verse is Luke 6:31, and basically the Bible verse is treat people how you want to be treated in simpler terms. And it also has like a compass kind of like idea to it with like the north, east, south, and west symbol. I absolutely love this tattoo. It took about 3 hours for him to do. Pain tolerance, I thought it was definitely gonna hurt because it was on my back and it was right on my spine, but my spine actually went completely numb and I did not feel anything. So I would say that that tattoo was maybe like a 2. Like if anything, it was my least painful tattoo. So yeah, just going back to kind of the meeting, I knew I wanted a tattoo for my grandpa. He's just been a really huge part in my life. And if you guys didn't know, I don't really speak about it much on my social media or YouTube or anything, but I'm super close with my grandparents. I've lived with them my whole life, and they basically like helped my mom raise me. My mom's a single mom, if you guys were not aware. So I've always been super close with my grandparents, and my grandpa had just taught me like so many life lessons in life. And I just remember that anytime I'd be going through anything, or I would just like go through a rough spot, or I don't know, just anything, my grandpa would always just remind me like treat others how you want to be treated. And that's just something that's always stuck with me ever since I was a kid. So that's why I got that. So going on to my 4th tattoo. This tattoo is also another tattoo that I got in San Diego. So back when I got my back tattoo, I got that tattoo when I was touring San Diego State, and that's when I decided that I wanted to come to school here. And then after that, I came back a few months later and I moved into San Diego State. So when I moved here, I got another tattoo, and this is my 4th one, and it is my lotus flower on my ankle. I am super close with my cousin, Ohana, and she is 21 and I'm 19, so we're only a few years apart. But we're super close. Over the past, like I want to say 4 years, we've gotten extremely close. Like we spend like a couple days a week together, like we're always together. She's literally my best friend, like been there with me through everything. And like the past couple of years, like transitioning into like getting done with high school and like coming to college was just a really rough time for me. I was going through a lot of things, and she's just been there for me, like always been my rock, like been my #1 best friend, and has always stuck by my side. So I knew when I was moving, I wanted to get a tattoo with her, because she's my best friend, obviously. So I just wanted to get something with her, and we decided to get the lotus flowers on our ankle. And again, the guy who did my back also did my lotus flower. So the meaning behind the lotus flower is kind of beauty and rebirth. Basically, it rises from darkness and turns into a beautiful like pink flower, and that's kind of just something that just like stuck with me and my cousin. We've both been through really dark times and just some really like rough patches and struggles in our life. Basically, we like rose from it with the help of each other. So that's kind of why we got the lotus flower. When we were going through hard times, we just overcame it and got through it with the help of each other. So that's kind of the meaning behind that tattoo. As for pain tolerance, this tattoo I would say was maybe like a 3 or a 4. It wasn't too bad. There was definitely some spots that stung a little more than others, but other than that, it was not super painful at all. So on to my last tattoo. This is the most recent tattoo that I got after moving to San Diego, and it is my hip tattoo, and it says Ohana, and the O is kind of in the shape of a wave. And I just knew that I've always wanted this tattoo. I actually wanted to get it whenever I got my ankle tattoo, but at the time it was just kind of like tough with money, so I didn't want to get 2 tattoos at once, so I decided to kind of hold off on it. I don't necessarily like regret this tattoo, but as for healing and like taking care of it, I didn't really do too well with that. I had just moved to San Diego, so I wanted to like be at the beach all the time and like be out in the sun, and as you guys know, you guys can't be in the sun or expose it, like fully submerge it into water for 2 weeks, and I did not do that. And I wore a lot of jeans after I got this tattoo, and it was rubbing on the ink as well. So I'm actually planning, when I go home for Thanksgiving, I'm going to have the guy that did my rib actually go over my hip tattoo, just because I didn't take care of it and it's faded, and I'm just overall just like not happy with how it turned out. So I don't regret it. I just wish I would have taken better care of it than I did. The meaning behind this tattoo, I had known that I've always wanted this tattoo, and it doesn't have like too much of like meaning behind it as my other ones do, but Ohana just means family. If you guys have like seen Lilo and Stitch, that's where it's from. So yeah, like I said, Ohana means family, and I'm just really family oriented. I'm really close with both my mom and dad, and my grandparents had played a really large role in my life, and I knew I just wanted to get a family tattoo after moving away from home, and I live 9 to 10 hours away from home, so I just knew that I wanted to get something that just resembled all of my family that I love and just always have a piece of them with me. So that is why I got Ohana. And the meaning behind the wave is I live in San Diego, and I live by the ocean, and I absolutely love the beach, and I love where I'm at, and it's just like one of my favorite places to be. So I kind of wanted a place like a little bit of like home with me, just because I consider San Diego my home now, and I absolutely love it here. So that's why I got the wave resembling home, and then Ohana like kind of meaning family. As for pain tolerance with this tattoo I'd say it was about a 3. I kind of was twitching a little bit during the tattoo, but it was on a pretty like good spot on my body where there's like a lot of like fat, so I didn't really feel it too much. Other than that, it just stung a little bit, but I kind of was twitching most of the time, but other than that, it wasn't that bad at all. So that is it for my all about my tattoos video and my experiences. I hope I had a little bit of cool backstories for some of my tattoos, and I hope you guys might have got some inspiration from me for maybe some tattoos that you guys want. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys want to see, and I will make sure to film it for you guys. So that was it. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!